Hi, welcome to the Mangala Somiti podcast, where I talk about business, life, personal development, and other ideas that matter. I am your host, Mangala Somiti, and I am many things: a chartered global management accountant, CFO, author, voiceover artist, and so much more. But I really am just one thing, and that is a creator. I create content and solutions to problems and challenges. I hope this podcast will help you on your own journey to greatness. I want to thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode, and I must apologize for not bringing you the weekly episode last week. I unfortunately fell ill and I wasn't feeling too great. I was down with what seemed like a flu. Definitely not COVID. It wasn't COVID. But I was down for the weekend, and I unfortunately was unable to do any recording. I do apologize for not bringing the recording as promised. It's something that I'm definitely looking at now to ensure that every Monday this podcast is delivered. Okay, so this week I want to speak about something profound, something that has been a mantra, one of the mantras, many mantras in my professional life and my personal life as well. And that is the saying, "It can't be done." You see, saying it can't be done shouldn't be a feature of your vocabulary, because there's always a way. Ask yourself, how else can I do it yet still achieve the objective? Just because you haven't found the right code doesn't mean you can't pick the lock open. You just need to find the method. You just need to find the right way of doing it. You see, when a lot of us try something and it doesn't succeed the way we want it to, we quickly switch off and say it can't be done. Saying it can't be done is a way of accepting defeat, because you accept that a particular course of action means the objective that you set out to achieve is impossible and cannot be accomplished. That is false. Let's clear something up. Climbing Everest is the objective. How you actually climb it is a course of action. These are two separate things. Just because the first route that you took did not get you to the top of Everest doesn't mean climbing it is impossible. And a lot of us, we give up when our selected course of action does not yield the results we expect. Say you start a business and you have all the dream and you have a vision of what exactly you think this business is going to achieve and how exactly you're going to achieve it. If your goal is to start a business, you find that certain things, certain strategies that you are implementing as part of the business are not working out. That, however, doesn't mean that you cannot run your own business. It simply means that the course of action, the strategy that you took, is not the right strategy. It's not even that it's not the right strategy. It's just not a strategy that is working out for you. You see, in strategy, we set an objective and we explore a series of combinations of options available to us to achieve that objective. We look at suitability, whether an option is in line with the goal or objective that we have set. Look at acceptability, then we'll also look at feasibility, acceptability being exploring the upsides and potential downsides of each option. Then we weigh the downside against the impact and likelihood of actually occurring. And the one option that presents itself with the best upside and least downside is the preferred option. However, the key to remember here is that no one option is perfect. You see, they all have downsides. And as we formulate the strategy, we need a plan to also deal with the downsides as and when they occur. You see, you cannot expect to enjoy the honey without having a plan in place to deal with the potential stings that you will encounter from the bees. Feasibility. Feasibility is effectively how to actually execute the option with the combination of resources available to you. And a lot of us give up that objective, give up that vision, give up that mission when we see that the way that we intend, the resources that we have, we don't have the resources to achieve the objective. We don't even look at other alternatives or even look at the different ways or the different combinations that we can get it to be achieved. We simply just give up. A lot of us set a goal, a good goal for our lives, but when the feasibility kicks in and we see that that combination of resources available to us doesn't seem to be panning out the way we want it to, we run away from the goal. Remember, climbing Everest is the objective, but how you actually climb it is a course of action. And just because one particular way, one course of action is not working out or panning out the way that you want it to, doesn't mean climbing Everest is impossible. You need to open your mind up to other possibilities and think of other ways that you can climb the mountain, see other ways that you can achieve that objective, and lay out all the different options. Some of them will seem so bad, some of them will seem too good to be true, but believe me, you never know if you do not try. So you may start a business, you find that the business isn't working out the way you want it to, you abandon it and you deem it unsuccessful and you close it down and you say, maybe I'm not just cut out for running business. No, it's not that you're not cut out. It's just that the strategy that you undertook did not pan out or work out the way that you wanted it to. So explore other options. And this may also happen if you say you want to study. You want to study a degree, you want to study something, further your course, your skill set, your knowledge, but you find that the method of, say, financing this particular course is not working out the way that you want it to be, and you quickly throw in the towel and say, you know what, this is maybe not just for me. No, it's not that it's not for you. You just haven't found the way of achieving it. You just haven't found that method, that strategy that works for you, that option that is best suited to you and your abilities. So, my friends, go out, look for other options, keep your mind open and to the other possibilities that exist. Always ask yourself, but is this the only way that I can do it? It can't be done should not be a feature of your vocabulary, because there's always a way to get something done. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, it may take time, but there's always a way. Just because you haven't found that way doesn't mean you have to give up and not proceed with a course of action, not proceed with the vision, the objective, the goal that you have set for your own life. Thanks so much for tuning in, and thanks for all the feedback that you have been sending through to date, even last week when I didn't bring in the podcast episode. Thank you so much for all your kind messages. I really wish you a great week ahead. If you have any feedback, send me an email on mangaliso.meety@gmail.com. I look forward to hearing from you. Until next time, have a great week.